welcome back once again to another Wolftimers D&D apidged. It is I, the amazing Gideon Morningwood. We have here Dawson Zeal, played by James. We have Myra of the Swiftblood Clan, played by Emily. And we have Just Chris, who's run for the enemies. And we have Sophie, who's bystander. And we have the evil man, Mr. P.
Hi. So,
Best intro ever.
our heroes got to the top of the Tower of Morkai to find that Bracken is casting a spell to destroy it. Before they get a chance to look around, Bracken teleports them all out of the room, and they watch as the tower crumbles around them. And then there's a Mexican standoff between Gideon and Bracken. Bracken said he couldn't trust them with the kind of power that was in that tower, given what he'd seen Gideon be like previously and how he misuses his power anyway.
I don't misuse my power.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. How do I misuse my power?
We don't have time for this.
Arcane lance out of my penis.
So I'm going to fire an arcane lance out of my penis. So,
So much respect.
our heroes, after a bit of an argument with Bracken, gives the Eye of Morkai over to Mr. Darthan Zeal. Darthan looks through it at his necklace, which you notice is some kind of carved claw. You see something that I've just told him what it is, you guys don't need to know yet. And as you turn, you kind of have a little argument and then you settle down. And as you turn around and head back to Vandus, you see this giant fuck-off plume of black smoke bellowing into the sky.
Yay, enemies.
No! They cannot be Vandus. It cannot be true that my home is burning. We must get there quickly.
Use your power of nature. Is that
I can't, I'm afraid. I've used all my prayers for
Never
today.
mind. Let's just go forward.
Let's go!
It's about 6 p.m. by the way.
Let's go quick.
We must move with haste to Vandus.
So you all start running through the forest towards Vandus.
Yeah.
Okay, so the smoke you see bellowing in the distance seems to be coming from Vandus. As you get closer, you hear the cries of battle, the screams of the terrified, and the crushing sound of shattered stone and wood. And as you carry on, you hear the bellow of a large horn.
That's on
Is that Lord of the Rings, that one?
Yeah, that's what
Darton, you know for a fact that this is the warning signal at the top of the Temple of Artemis.
The Temple of Artemis' horn is blowing. Vandus is in danger.
Let us make haste!
No shit, Sherlock.
Hey, everyone draw their weapons. Let's go!
Bracken has already gone lion form so he can run faster.
Yep, draw our weapons to be really good.
So as you run even closer to Vandus, you pass the waystones that used to mark the edge of the forest. Remember, it was like held back by waystones.
Yeah.
Bracken changes back and he looks over down to them, and they seem to have been completely destroyed. They've crumbled away. There's just like bits of rock left. He says, "These are the waystones set up to keep the forest at bay. They're supposed to mark the edge of this woods. Something very wrong has happened. I fear destroying the tower has given the forest its power back, and now it's growing out of control. We must get to Vandus quickly."
Maybe you shouldn't destroy the tower then.
That might help.
Maybe you should have considered this before you destroyed the tower, my friend.
You also well, actually, to be perfectly honest, I think you should have waited, not like, oh my
Yes,
god.
I think you should have considered the facts and the logic that you knew.
He
Before
says, "We have to go," and he turns back into a lion and starts
Okay,
pouncing up
let's
again.
go. Follow the cow.
Fuck this shit.
Okay, so you're only a few meters on, and you begin to find the broken and bloodied bodies of the hunters of Vandus. Males and females alike,
friends.
all dragged to the ground by thorns and like thorns and roots that have just torn them limb from limb. Some of them limbs missing. Some of them are full of tiny little spears that are like 6 inches long. Yeah,
Little fairy
all that.
folk and little fairy creatures have been attacking them.
My friends.
You recognise a few people, and like no one you were specifically close to. You don't notice any there.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh, bloody
John, Dick, and Harry.
Samson, no.
How do we stop all the fairy creatures in the forest?
Bracken's just running on. He doesn't even notice the bodies. He just
For this
counts.
reason, the waystones must have been put in place. My home.
Okay, so you after Darton stops for a moment to grieve, but you just grab him and pull him on.
Let's go.
So the party continues to run, and you begin to walk past the remnants of buildings, which were the buildings on the fringe. Their rooftops have been torn away and like smashed, and what was the wooden panels on it, they've started to grow and sprout new flowers and leaves and things. Just kind of odd. So after a while, the forest that you're running through begins to thin, and eventually you approach the bit of the town that hasn't yet been reclaimed. And as you go on, you see a vast creature ahead of you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it should be like a green dragon or something.
It's huge, 30-foot tall humanoid, crouched over like a gorilla, made of living wood with trees sprouting from its back.
It's a tree king!
I do a creature capture.
It has green glow surrounding it and this swarm of what look like fireflies
I'll do a creature
all
craft as
around
well.
it. I'll see if I can get the picture.
17?
Oh, I had 3. I got an 8 and you got 17.
17, so minus 2.
Gideon,
15.
you notice that these are treants.
Oh, wow.
They are the kind of big weapon of the forest kind of thing.
These are Ents, and they look very pissed off.
They're not ents at all. They're treants.
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 Oh, treants.
Treants.
Oh, I thought you said treants.
And they look like this.
Can't see.
I don't know. They look like this.
Oh no, it's that
Oh,
picture.
boy.
Oh god.
It's not loading. Oh
It's
They look like this.
no. Holy shit.
Wow, that's
It's
cool.
amazing.
About 30 foot tall.
What is their weakness? We need to stop this from destroying the
I
village.
think fire, seeing as they're made of wood.
Yeah, you know they're kind of the big guns of the forest.
The
If the forest
guardians
spirits
of
are
the
pissed
forest.
off with something and the dryads can't deal with it, the treants get sent in to kick face.
Kick face.
Yeah, and this thing's hulking and it's covered in arrows. There's this massive trail of like bodies behind him. He's just backhanded entire houses into splinters.
Is this one of them?
There's one of them. He has this big swarm of like what look like fireflies all over him, and he's glowing bright green. And as you carry on, you notice that under him, there's actually a load of hunters all shooting up at him as well.
Wow.
Bracken instantly changes form and begins to run to help.
Bracken, how
I've
do we
got a cool
fight this
idea.
thing?
Chris, you ready to fight?
I've got a
Let's
cool idea.
go.
Can Gideon set one of my arrows on fire to make it a fire arrow?
I can cast
No.
configuration on
They
it.
would, no, the fire they would just burn away.
Ah, fair play.
And
Can I
probably-
fire it
and it's
into it
both.
and then he can make it on fire?
Possibly, but I don't
So
know.
then it's a fire arrow
You can try it.
in it.
Okay,
So,
so
he's got a fireball so you can shoot through the fireball.
You can set- you can set- you can
okay,
set all
so
the arrows
you're
fire
on the
into
fringe of this
fire.
forest. This thing's about 200 feet away. It's completely just side sweeping buildings apart. The local hunters are at the bottom, pelting at it with arrows and hacking away at its arms, but he's just slapping them away like they're nothing. Yeah, and there's like a few people around crying over the destroyed homes, and there's other people in the background that are running like hell to the sound of this horn in the background. Chris, roll 4 dice,
D20s.
4 d20s.
2, 7, 10, 15.
All hit.
What, even the 2?
Yeah.
Really?
The treant lifts up its arm and punches into the ground, and 4 of these hunters fly backwards. Roll 4d6 plus 4
4d6 and then you plus 4 to this.
and add 4.
13, 16.
4 hunters' broken bodies fly away from it.
Oh
from its
no!
arms.
No!
And then the swarm that's around it swarms into all the people. So, Chris, can you roll another 10 dice?
D20s.
D20s.
Oh my god.
Anything 10 or over, it'll hit. One. Wow, that's really low rolls. 3, 4.
4.
They roll 46.
Keep rolling low like that.
46.
Yep.
Yeah. 19. No, 9, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. Yeah. As the swarm comes down, you see people kind of like You know, like if someone gets attacked by bees, they just flail everywhere.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, and then the swarm kind of
Covered in bees.
pulls back a bit. What do you guys want to do?
Hell, it's
You're 200 feet away from this.
So who are you getting attacked by?
We need to help people in the town.
This giant
We need to help,
tree man
we need to
thing.
help people in the town get to safety because it looks like the town's lost, but I want to save lives.
You know that the Horn of Artemis is kind of to call the town towards the
Yeah.
temple.
The Sikh sanctuary is the temple fine.
You can't see it.
We're going to the temple.
I need to get to the temple.
To the temple.
The temple is sanctuary. Get as many people as you can to the temple.
In order to get to the temple, you're gonna have to go past this thing.
To the temple. Let's go.
So Bracken runs forward and casts stones. Some stones start floating around his hand, glow blue, and then he throws them at them. Chris I'll vote for Bracken. I like Bracken. Bracken throws 2 stones at it. Got a feeling this isn't going to do that much damage. Oh, what the fuck? Music? What the hell?
Silence.
Oh, I haven't put it on repeat. Play.
Tactical difficulty.
So yeah, these 2 stones appear in his hands and he throws them and gets a hit. Does stone slaps into the back of it, but it doesn't seem to take any significant damage. You'll go, guys.
Gideon's going to launch 2 fireballs at it. As he's
You're too far away from it.
Yeah.
4 and 8.
200
I'm
meters
too
away.
far away.
200
Bracken
feet
can
away.
throw stones
He
at it.
ran forwards.
Well, we're running forwards as well.
That'll be your first action then. To run into range.
He's
Oh,
like
I'll
a lion.
run into range, then I'll fire a fireball. Then.
Okay.
4.
You completely miss it. Oh, it hits it and nothing happens.
Can I fly another one?
No, it's your first action.
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
I don't believe it'll hurt.
I just followed
I don't believe it'll hurt the temple. We need to get everyone there, so I want to help people. So I'm gonna try and.
You just say I don't think it's going to hurt the temple. It's
I
going
don't-
to destroy the temple, mate.
Why would it? People are going home to get people there for the sanctuary. Why would they do that if they know it's going to get destroyed?
what you gonna do?
She's like a god of the hunt and the priestess of all like creatures and animals.
What you wanna do?
Yeah.
Is there any way I can help people get to the temple?
No.
You could do, but they're 200 feet away from you, being beaten to death by a treant.
So we need to distract the treants so they can get to safety.
Maybe we can set it on fire somehow.
If only I had prayers, I could turn some of his branches into fucking snakes. But I ain't got no prayers, so I can't get snakes to nibble at it. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see.
Num, 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 num,
I don't think I can crit a creature that big, can I?
What?
I don't think I'll be able to crit a creature that big with me aim shot. Yeah?
Seriously?
Fuck it, I'll bloody it, so you two can beat it in the
20
face.
can always critical it.
Okay. Let's aim and fire.
Come on.
Add 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hit it.
Yeah. Blooded. Yeah. Awesome. So
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Yeah, I did the bonuses for +2 for each.
As it +2 for each other.
Yeah.
So 9 then. Yeah.
9. Yeah, and it's blooded, so you guys can sort of like hit it a lot easier now.
Yay!
Fire, motherfucker!
Still too far
I'll just
away
use
to
mine.
need to slice it.
You've not moved yet.
Oh, I'm following these guys.
What's this like?
Yeah, it'll take at least another turn to get anywhere near it.
So I need to. It's my turn just to get.
So basically, Dart's got a longbow, so he just steps forward, fires. Gideon runs a few feet and throws a fireball at it, and you're just trying to
I
run
would
past
follow
the wall.
these guys, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Chris, roll 11 dice. You need 6s at least.
Totally.
Oh, the 6s.
6s.
Does 6 actually hit? Yeah.
Yeah, 6s hit. How many?
9.
So all the hunters around him are shooting up at its face. Roll 9d3.
Let's just beat it to death.
I think it's easier now that I've done it.
10,
By the way.
20.
Yes.
20.
What? 20.
Sweet, the hunters are hitting better because I bloodied it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, oh!
They all fire and a load of arrows go into it and it goes.
Oh, so the people around it try to kill it as well, yeah.
The entire town is full of hunters, so they're going to defend it. So the treant lifts its arm and goes to punch another load of them. Roll 4 dice, Chris.
40-20.
40-20s.
15.
Hits every one of them. Roll 46 plus 4.
You didn't kill him, well done.
This is KO.
Oh.
He kills another 4.
Well, one of them was a 1.
Yeah, I'm just doing that to each one of them. It's 46 per guy.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
right, okay.
Yeah, we get hit by that one.
So 4 guys die. And then roll another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as the swarm converges on them.
Good, that's one, mate.
The 1 there. Does the 1 do anything?
Fireballs out of this.
No, one misses. You will need 10s to hit.
Hey, you destroy the swarm, then we get tested by that.
Just 3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Now roll 3d6. 5,
9, 10, 12.
Okay. You'll go, guys.
Just killing people.
I'm gonna aim with a bodkin arrow.
Is your name in Balkan Arrow fire?
This fortune's gonna be ridiculous, so I'm gonna aim for a bodkin arrow. 17.
You hit it?
Yeah. And it's
D3 plus 2 plus 2. So D3 plus 4.
so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cool. You stab it into it, it continues to groan.
Yeah.
Gideon's gonna throw the first fireball. Gets a 3, misses.
Completely misses.
Next fireball. 8.
Hits it.
Yay! Doing 14 damage.
It goes. And you notice the swarm pulses around it, and the green glow that comes from within it slowly fades into nothing, and the swarm begins to fly towards you guys, and you guys are like, shit, the swarm's coming at us, and then it just flies over you and back into the forest.
Did we kill it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! How much XP do I get for killing that?
2.
2?
Did we just kill the end?
The tree ant.
Treant?
Really?
We just killed him, what?
That was an easy
And
one.
all the hunters go, yeah!
Are you kidding me? I didn't do a shit.
So we get 2 experience for
I
that.
was like, oh, it's gonna be like, ooh god, we're living to like 100 HP.
Yeah, I thought
All you did was run to it and did nothing.
I'm like, oh!
Bracken's like fireball
Bracken-
dead.
You just want to.
Bracken instantly lion forms and runs towards them all. All the hunters are like, yeah, we did it, we did it.
And the hunter shoots Bracken for the face because he thinks he's going to get him.
So what do you guys do? So this thing stops glowing and it literally becomes an immobile statue
I'll
of wood.
run up to the hunters and say, get everyone you can to the chapel.
Okay, so Dazan runs up and goes, get to the chapel! And all the hunters agree, and because they all know you.
Yeah.
And they turn around and start going. And you notice that the treant is actually fucking covered in slashes and arrows all over it. Like these things had already been fighting it for a while.
Oh, wow.
So it was probably like half dead before you even got there. So you guys are kind of celebrating. Darton's like, get over there! And then, Sophie, what you do? Dizzy on us.
Oh no, another one's coming.
As you celebrate your victory, you hear a load of crunching
Oh,
can be
fire.
heard moving closer in the distance from
Oh,
the forest
no.
behind you. And 200 feet away, humanoid shapes begin to emerge. Can you guys do perception checks?
What was that?
12.
12, 13, 14, 15?
7, 8,
13,
9,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
So, Gideon, what did you get, Larry?
11.
No. So, Larry, you can't tell anything. Gideon and Darton, you notice that they're about human size, probably about 5 or 6 feet, and they're giving off the same glow as the treant did.
Can I do a creature craft to see
And
if I know
more, and no, because you didn't get a good enough look at it. And more
Oh,
and more and more are just
what they are?
appearing.
18 is not good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
15 lets you know, because they're 200 feet away.
Oh,
You can only see the outline.
Yeah.
If you got 20, you would have seen them better. Yeah, and you can just hear all this coming from behind them, and you see entire foliage just move around in the distance.
quit.
Oh shit.
And one of the hunters grabs you lot and says, "They're coming again! Get to the temple!"
Okay.
I suggest you follow us to the temple. Sanctuary.
Everybody get to the temple now.
Get to the top.
Everybody
Get to the chapel.
get to the temple now.
Get to the chapel.
Go to the temple.
Okay, so your party runs through the streets to the part of the town that the forest hasn't quite yet reclaimed. And eventually your party makes it to the Temple of Artemis in the western part of town. The entire temple is in uproar. It's been cram-packed with local villagers that are kind of crying over the loss of their homes and their friends and stuff. And outside, several brave hunters have already set up positions, like on the roofs, and they've filled it over. They've knocked over tables and made makeshift barricades and things like that. And they're all readying for whatever comes. Yeah, inside the temple, there's almost zero room to move. Hundreds and hundreds of people have just been shoved in there, all taking refuge, distraught. There's people praying to Artemis. There's people cursing Artemis's name for letting this happen. And there's injured people trying to patch themselves up. The priests are kind of around doing what they can. And you guys get there. You cannot see Honey.
Can I see the priests I said goodbye to before we left?
Vastorin and Marcellus, they're around doing things.
I'll shout their names. Vastoris, Sal, where are you?
They turn and look at you, and the younger one, Vastorin, runs up to you and puts his arm. Which one was the younger one? I think it was Vastorin. He runs over to you and puts his arms around you and goes, "Brother, thank God you're alive."
It's nice to see you again. What? How has this happened?
He goes, "The forest is reclaiming the land."
Really?
I'd like to know what plan they have. What kind of plan you have for
I have gotten everyone I could find to the temple. Will the temple be able to be a sanctuary for us, or will the forest likely overrun us here too?
Yes, the forest keeps growing. It's already taken over half the town. We've taken refuge and we've saved those that can. I don't know what we can do from here. And Bracken stands up and goes, if we stay here, everyone's going to die. Those treants will smash these buildings into rubble in seconds, temple or not. And Marcellus walks up to you and says, there is one way. We could try the ritual of sanctuary. Darton, you know that the ritual of sanctuary is a spell that will fuel the energy of your god into a person, and that person will be able to kind of make a barrier around the area, which should save them from a nuclear blast, basically anything.
Yeah.
But it will completely give up the life of whoever is used as the host. So they only do it in the direst.
Hey, I'm not sacrificing myself again.
And he goes,
How very on Artemis like.
yeah.
So I cherish life and try and preserve life in all its forms. Not give it up, my friend.
So
how little do you know?
At this point, wait a second. Yeah, after Marcellus mentions that, he says, "Thank Artemis you're alive. There's no room left in the temple. These creatures aren't backing down. We have lost too many hunters already. We could perform the ritual if we can hold the forces for long enough. And this will surely take the life of whoever's used to fuel it. Maybe we should just have the hunters hold them off so the rest of us can relocate and flee."
If we flee, how long will the forest pursue us, Bracken?
Yes, I fear that your town is lost. There is one way. If I could somehow repair the waystones, the forest will be sent back to whence it came.
That sounds like a better idea than sacrifice.
And as you're having this conversation, another group of people come along escorted by a few hunters, and amongst them are Hanik.
Yes!
And Petunia, his
Yes!
wife, as well as an aged man with a well-trimmed beard and fine clothing, who seems to be holding Petunia's hand as he walks along. He's not like ancient; he's probably like 60. And they all walk together, and he starts asking everybody what's going on. So Bracken says, "Yes, we could. If we could hold them off and push them back, I could save the town and recreate the waystones. But the spell will take some time, and there is ingredients I don't have." And then he turns to Darton and says, "Darton, is there an alchemist in town?"
Yes, I believe there is.
Good, you had the right answer.
Helped with the nodding.
He goes, you tell him where it is, and he goes, and one of the other priests comes and says that bit of the town's already been reclaimed, and he goes, we might have to venture into the lost town to try and get the ingredients we need. Once I have the ingredients, it will take at least the rest of the night to get it finished. If we can hold off the forces by then.
Maybe I suggest we pursue both routes, the sanctuary and the repair of the waystones. If worse should befall us, at least the temple and the people within will be safe.
Yes.
Alright, who are you going to sacrifice?
If we can go and get the ingredients now, and your priests can hold off the forces of the forest until the morning, we should be able to push them back and save the town.
Then who will forgo the ritual? I asked that to what's his the name of the guy who suggested it?
Marcella.
Marcellus. Marcellus says, I will be proud to give my life for my town.
Oh.
How old
Sweet.
is he?
Probably about 65, mid-60s, 70s.
That's fine.
So he's had a pretty good life then.
Yes.
For God's
Yes.
sake!
It's not. I was thinking if it was like a young priest, that's not really. If someone older,
Vastoran's
it's
younger.
Yeah. If
Vastoran's like 20.
If
Well, he's like
I'm saying
teenage.
no. But Masala's is making a noble sacrifice.
Yes, I will give my life to save the town and all of its people.
Right, well then
I am
we'll
happy
go
to be
Bracken.
Artemis's vessel.
Is Dark gonna have to stay here and do the spell?
Yes. Vastora and I should be able to fuel the spell, but it will take long. It will take long into the night until we can activate the ritual.
Will I be able to help you and offer more assistance? Will it make the ritual perform quicker?
It says you can stay here and start the rites with us, or you can go with your friends to get the ingredients. It will take a while to prepare. It should be finished by now.
Would I speed up the preparations for the protection spell? Or?
Yes, you should help someone, but I don't know if your friends need you.
Do you require my aid on this task?
Well, going into a tree-infested part of the town with lots of nasties and fey creatures, so I think it might be best if you come along.
Then your bow is mine. Then my bow is yours, should I say?
Let's do it!
I shall aid my friends in gathering the ingredients with Bracken. Do all you can to ready the spell.
Very well. And they start jumbling around in the back, and they get out like all these animal skulls and these like jars of blood, and they start painting all over the freaking temple. Okay, so Bracken says, "Are you ready to go and get the ingredients?"
Yes.
Let's do it!
I could do with praying or resting before we go. I've got no prayers.
No, you need to have 6 hours, so...
There is no way.
There's no
you can
time
do
for
it.
that, yeah. Okay, yeah, well,
It's
sorry.
6 p.m. and you need to get it done by nightfall.
Yeah, well, it's my bow and that's pretty much all you've got from me to crit
Fine,
things.
you can crit stuff from afar, it's fine.
Yeah. I'll just make them aware that once the ritual's complete, there's no way of getting back into the temple.
Yeah.
Once we're out, we're out.
Yeah.
There's no way of getting back.
Okay. So
Doesn't matter, 'cause we'll
you
forget most
Bracken is kind of like hastily telling you guys that it's like we need to go now before the forest reclaims too
Let's
much.
go!
Then let us go!
In rush hour.
They send a few hunters with you. They actually send.
Wait, honey.
They send 6 hunters along with you.
Oh, God.
Okay, so there's an alchemy shop. 1 second. So the party along with Bracken and a handful of hunters head out to the alchemists in search of supplies. But so along the way you hear that.
Oh no! Oh no! They're approaching!
Yeah, so along the way you hear the loud booming of destruction coming from the east. It sounds quite far away. You enter a part of the town where the buildings are still intact, but you notice the wood of the building have begun to sprout new shoots. You then pass a small garden in the town where all the plants have actually begun to grow giant, like really fucking huge, like these like giant potatoes and the trees growing massive and all that lot.
Chips with that?
Well, it matches to this, too.
Boil and mash?
Yeah, and
stew?
the roots of the trees have started growing huge and tearing up the ground and things. So you pass by the garden directed by the hunters towards the alchemist shop and head deeper and deeper into the overgrown part of town. Luckily though, the wide-spreading roots of the forest Luckily, though the wide-spreading roots have definitely begun to take hold, there's no sign of any forest creatures here. Like, there's roots all over everything, everything's sprouting, but there's no sign of treants or anything. So you get to the alchemists, yeah?
Yeah.
You get to the alchemists.
Is it that old man?
What?
Is it that old man?
No, that was a magic shop. So yeah, as you get inside of the alchemist shop, you see that the roof. I wrote roots, that's why I got confused. The roof has completely been removed, and the upper woodwork is all splintered away. The windows of the shop have been smashed. There's 2 either side of a door, and the door itself looks closed. What do you want to do?
Go through the window.
You're just gonna climb through the window.
Yeah. Superman died.
Okay, so as you
Combat dive through the windows.
So you climb through the window, and you notice that the ground is covered in vines and things like that. All the shelves seem to have collapsed, and then the desks all overgrown, and there's like boxes and stuff buried within amongst the vines. Bracken instantly starts rummaging around for things.
I'll direct the archers, the hunters that come with us to go and overwatch and make sure that if they see anything to let us know.
So the archers all like get their bows ready.
Get their bows ready.
Yeah, already
Okay.
swords.
So, are you all in the? Has everybody gone into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hunters are outside on overwatch.
Okay, yeah. So Bracken, it quickly finds the beginning of the stuff that he needs and starts throwing it in a bag. When suddenly all the vines around you begin to contort and twist
Oh shit.
and lash out at you. Chris,
Oh, that's it.
roll 1 dice for Darton. 1d20.
18.
Hits you. Dodge it.
Dodge you, motherfucker.
Nope.
Aha.
Oh.
Nope.
No, this vine swings around his arm for d6 damage.
5.
You take 5 damage and you have a vine wrapped around your arm. One sweeps up towards Gideon
17.
and hits him for d6 damage.
4.
4 damage.
Can
The
you not
vine
resist
wraps around your waist. It doesn't have
It's not
dodge.
magic.
It doesn't have dodge.
it? Oh.
And another vine swings at Lyra.
Is that a 3?
That's a 4.
4.
It completely misses you. You just jump out of the way.
Oh, there you go.
She's dodging everything.
And as you look,
I
the
did.
vines begin to form into a creature of its own.
Oh. Snake.
No. The massive vines writhe and take form. The vines begin to rise and twist together and become 3 creatures, each one 6 foot tall, 8 foot wide, gorilla-like in stance, completely made of vines with like vine dripping face,
What?
and their arms are just twisting massive as the vines.
Rectangular.
And
I was
they've
gonna say
already got-
tangular.
and
That's
they've
what I was
already
just
got-
thinking.
Got
The rat wall
vines
mounds.
around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no signs of any like physical form. They're just like mounds of vines and like this weird, fat humanoid form. Your go, guys.
Okay, Gideon's going to cast flames, the AoE one. And then how many will I hit? Will I hit them all?
No.
What's AoE?
How many will I hit? Area of effect. How many will I hit?
1. They're 8 foot wide.
Oh.
How would it
How big's the alchemist shop?
Huge.
Jesus.
If all 3 of them are 8 foot wide, that means the alchemist shop is like must be like 40, 50 foot wide. It's crazy.
That's a big
That's
shop.
massive, mate.
That's like a warehouse.
You're like pushed to the corner. It's like filling the entire building.
Okay, well, it's I can only hit one. I might just cast. I'll just cast
Well,
the
your
fireball
flames
one.
is a 5 foot spread, and they're 8 foot
Ah,
wide each.
yeah. Okay, well, I'll just cast a fireball at one of them.
Okay.
9.
You miss it. Or you hit it and nothing
I
happens.
was gonna say miss it.
Second one.
Second one. 13.
13. Remember, you do have one wrapped around your waist.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I did.
Oh, I was.
Yeah,
I
Do you want to use your second action to try and break out of it?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Can I
Okay.
just not set it on fire and burn?
It's
That
set
would
you
set you on fire as well.
All right, then. No, I'll just try. I'll try a strength test to try and break out of it. 3. No, I don't.
You don't. Okay.
I'm so
I'm
tired.
gonna draw my sword of
I'm not good
stones,
at all.
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and cut off the vine that's wrapped around my arm.
Okay.
On 20.
Oh!
Oh!
Go on.
Super crit.
Super crit.
Is it 1d6 or 2d6?
2d6. 2d6 plus 6.
3, 4,
10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on a 20, I stun it for d3 turns.
You don't.
Oh, it's immune to stun.
It's immune to lightning.
Ah, okay. Alright, well, I did 8.
My turn, yes?
Oh no, I did 10. Sorry, I did 10 damage, sorry.
You did 4 damage.
My turn,
Plus,
yes?
It's
plus
immune
6.
to lightning,
I'll attack.
What? The plus?
including the damage.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'll attack.
Nice grass.
What?
Damage, slice. 8 and 16.
They both hit.
Yay!
Just.
And then 4 damage.
13 and 5.
5, 6, 7.
13 and 6.
They both hit again.
5 and 3.
5 and a 3. Okay. You slice one of its vine arms off, and another one grows in place.
Ew.
Did I cut off the vine that was wrapped around me?
Yeah.
Yeah. On a crit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bracken just
Oh, yeah.
continues to rummage around, just trying to get the job done. The first one
Wait,
sweeps.
what about the hunters?
But it's not.
The hunters are outside.
The hunters
Oh,
are
I
outside.
didn't know that. Okay.
The first one sweeps 2 loads of vines towards Gideon, so roll 2 dice.
Can fuck you up? 20 and a 4.
A crit and a miss. 2d6 from the first vine.
10.
So
my
one
God.
vine
Sorry,
cracks
dude.
you across the chest like a whip for
Wow,
10
I've got
damage.
18 health left.
Another one swings at Darton. 2 dice.
4 and 9.
The
Mine
9
will
will hit. The 9 hits.
2d6.
A dodge.
You can try and dodge
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
No.
No,
Save.
cracks you across it for 1d6.
3.
For 3. You get whipped in the shoulder. And another 2 send vines down at Lyra. Go on.
Same again.
Yep, same again.
13 and a 19.
Both hit. Try and dodge it. Only a 20.
Nope.
No. So 2d6.
7.
7. And the vines actually wrap around Lyra and begin to pull her into it.
Ah!
You go, guys.
I'm gonna try and break free
Oh,
again.
you notice that the hunters have all kind of noticed what's
1,
happening and
2,
they turn
break
around and get in
free.
position at the
I'm gonna
window.
try and break free again.
What?
Going to get a 16.
And your strength is?
1.
You actually break free?
Yay! I mean, they're actually gonna chuck a fireball.
From memory, last
17 and it's on
time,
fire.
What's that?
Last time I got attacked by vines. Oh, vines.
No, it's an 18 to make that point.
Oh, well,
I'm
it does
red,
16 damage
I
anyway.
read
Did
just-
you do any
I read
bonuses?
just
It's
attack
fire.
because they tried to grab me and that worked.
That's so
I pretty much
crap.
didn't hurt the entire battle. So, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but you've already got a wrap around you.
No, I'm going to crit off.
Yep,
Oh,
fireball
right,
smacks
yeah.
it in what could possibly be its face. Darton.
Yeah, I'm going to ready an attack if case anything tries to wrap around me. If I try and grab hold of me. Basically, if anything come near me, it's just like, fuck off.
You're just gonna. Okay. Okay. So you attack it when it attacks you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slice the thing that's pulling me.
Someone's probably like, ouch.
Okay.
A 14 and a 10.
You hit twice?
Yay.
4, 5, 6, 9. You slice into it.
Slice into his face.
I'll do a check. Chris, roll a d20 to see if he breaks his hold.
13.
No.
No.
Oh,
Still what, very
again.
lively.
Oh crap. Oh wow,
Four
that's
and
terrible. 5 and a
You missed twice.
2. Wow.
Okay, you guys all gone? So the hunters in the windows take aim and fire. So who would like to be some hunters? No, you just roll dice.
Alright. Just go, you just yell fire it
Roll
very
these.
badly.
Fire!
So 2 of them fire at the first one. The one that's got Lyra.
Do another one again.
Roll them in the box. And misses twice. The second lot fire at the one that's half dead.
Oh, for God. The box.
Do it in the box.
Well, one's a 17 and the
Yeah.
other one is.
Roll it in the box. And hits once. Roll, let's see how much damage you do. Arrow sinks into it for 2 damage. And the other 2 fire at the one that seems to be, like, alright.
Whoa!
One versus crit!
Hey!
Shit,
Roll
son.
that. Arrow disappears inside it and it kind of, like, moans in pain. Nice one.
Well done, Soph.
Power
Well
and the
done.
kisser.
Blooded as well. 'cause he's
Everyone
brilliant.
applaud me.
Everyone
Yay.
applauds.
Jolly good show.
You go, guys. Bracken's gathering equipment.
Gideon's gonna launch a fireball at the one that's looking ill.
Okay.
16.
16 again.
Okay.
12.
It
Dies.
fireball smashes against it. All the vines dislocate and it just becomes a pile on the floor.
Is there another one that's looking ill?
There's one that's not too well and there's one that she just bloodied.
I'll fire at the one that just got bloodied. 8.
You hit.
Yeah. Oh, only doing 11.
Only 11.
Only 11. Well, what?
That's
That'll
him.
be fun again.
Yeah.
That's it, go.
I did ready an action, but I think I'll go for the one that was blooded.
Okay. Wait, I didn't give them a go, did I?
No, you didn't. That's why I'm ready the action. I was worried if I didn't attack me.
Do we have a go now then?
They can have 2 rounds.
I say I'll just continue to be ready then to hit
Okay.
anything that attacks me.
Alright.
I'll slice and stabby. What's the one that's holding me? The bloody one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tap it. Oh snap. 5 and 11.
Oh, snap.
Right, instead of doing this the way we were doing it, because I've basically forgot everybody's stats, should we just say Gideon's already done his next round's attack?
Yeah, that's what it's
Right. So the one that continues to pull Lyra in, gets her in, begins, like, you go inside it, and it begins to crush you. 2d6 plus 3 damage to Lyra.
Yeah. Oh.
You get crushed for 8 damage.
Shit.
One swings towards Darton, 2 attacks. Darton gets to stab at it.
Do I get 1 attack or 2 attacks?
18 and 19.
1.
No.
That's
You just missed it.
So
I
can
yeah.
dodge. Can I dodge out of the way?
No,
Or?
no, because you were swinging it. Basically, you preemptively swung at it, but did it too soon, and like just missed the vines, and then they got to you.
Yeah.
So 2d6 damage.
What, for twice?
Yeah.
So there's
No, each one is 2d6.
Okay.
Each one, yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
So 8 damage, and the vines wrap around you, and you begin to get pulled in as well.
Shit, I'm on 10.
And you hear from inside my monster, don't get pulled in!
If I get pulled in, then fuck, only got extra
The
pulled
thing against
The hunters. Oh yeah, it's your guys around now.
No, I
So
mean,
not
no,
really.
I mean like, do I hit
No, because
you?
the other one's dead.
Oh, right. The hunter's
So
turn.
No, it's their turn.
And it's
We're
very
all
break
getting
out.
in.
God. Right, can
Yeah.
I break out?
Yeah.
Oh, 11.
What's your
and
strength?
3. 14.
You just failed.
Oh,
Shit,
I'm
I've got
gonna
to
break
roll
out
high.
again. Can I do that, yeah?
Yep.
Oh,
No. You're still inside it.
help me.
Right, judging by that, you need a 15.
Darton, go.
I need to roll 14 or higher. Yeah! Plus 1, 15.
No, you're still being pulled in. You're not inside it.
Oh, that's the break. That's the
Yeah,
break.
you break out of the vines.
Yeah, is that one action?
That's one action.
And
You can swing it.
I'll use healing surge after that. 'cause
It takes your entire turn to use healing surge.
Oh, does it? I'll just swing it then, yeah, I'll
Okay.
take it then. 15,
Hit
that's
it.
6. Yeah.
You definitely hit it. Go on.
Just a d6 because I don't get the bonus. 5.
Yep. You slice some vines off and it just grows new
That's
ones.
the hunters down.
The hunters go. So the first lot of hunters
Yeah,
fires at the
go into the
one.
hunters.
No, you monsters.
Okay.
So 2 of them fire at the one that Lyra's inside of. About 3 of them do. And all miss.
Thanks, mate.
And 3 of them fire at the one that Darton's just jumped out of. And all miss.
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
Suck ass.
Well, it's
guys,
more,
go.
more of a case of they probably hit, but they just don't do anything.
Yeah. So the creature that's got Lyra inside her does 2d6 plus 3 to her again. Just continues to crush her.
Oh,
Oh,
good
Jesus
six.
Christ.
So you take 15.
Holy cow.
Oh, I'm alright.
Really?
What you want?
15.
And the one that Darton's just cut out of swings at him again. So another 2 dice.
Oh, it's
Those are 2d20s.
3 and an 8.
The 8 will hit.
No, I'm 10.
8.
Try dodge it, motherfucker.
Yeah,
No,
no, I thought it was a
6.
9 then, but it's not. It's
Gets
6.
you d6 damage.
5.
Shit.
Whips you in the shoulder for
I've
45
got 5
damage.
health left.
Oh.
You'll go, guys.
You're gonna die again.
I need a healing surge.
How many health did you got?
Gideon is going
They're
to
gonna
shoot
be-
a fireball at the one that's got Lyra.
I was going to die. So.
What?
Help me.
It's
19.
19, boom, it's on fire. It's on fire. You're inside it, I'm sorry.
So you hit it with a fireball and it is on fire.
Shooting for 13 damage.
Only on the outside.
And it's on
And it begins to burn. Yeah.
And then I'm going to fire another one at the one that. I fire one that James was fighting. 6.
I completely miss.
Sorry.
Is it 1d6 and that's it?
Yeah.
When you're fighting. Well, I need it because I've only got 5 health, so I'll have to use a healing surge.
So he tries to heal himself for 6 damage.
Nice. There we go, yeah. 11.
Cool. So the hunt.
My turn.
Yeah, that's right,
Did I
Lyra.
show the strike out yet? Has it been placed 24 hours?
It totally has.
Trying to think when you last used it. No, because you used it on Praying Mantis.
Can I break out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Strength
please
check.
break out. Please break out. Oh, yes.
Nope.
Please break out. Please break out. Please break out. Please break out. Please
I think
break
it's
out.
time
Yeah.
for me to use my Ring of Cheetah.
You managed to pull out of it.
I'm so
That's what she
dead.
said. So the first mount. Yeah, so the first mount, seeing Lyra escape out the front of it, but it's still on fire, just goes to grab her again. Do an agility check.
With my -1, oh joy. 4 minus 1, 3.
Oh.
Grabs her
You are.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
begins to pull her back inside.
You got out and you got pulled
like
again.
Do it. See if the fire goes out.
So what do we need?
If you get a 15 or higher, the fire goes out.
19.
A 10 or higher.
Oh, what?
19.
The fire goes out. It's not hurt by it.
God dang it.
And the other one that's not really hurt goes to whip at Gideon. Two
Yes.
attacks.
19 and a 14.
Hits him twice. 2d6 damage.
7.
Hits him 7, and the vines wrap around you and begin to pull you in.
I've got 11 health. Get in.
And you're being pulled into it.
Oh
The hunters. So, the first
So
lot
you
of
can
hunters
actually hit
fire at the one that was on fire. Get a crit and a hit. So 3d3. They kill it.
Yes! Thank God!
That's
Well
what
done, guys.
you're into.
That's the one that's putting me
shit.
in.
Well done, hunters. Now help
And
me.
the other 3
Is
fire.
there one left?
Yeah, there's one left. And the other 3 fire at the remaining one. And I saw them do 10. And they got 3 misses.
They don't care about you,
Your
bro.
bad shots.
Oh yeah, that's actually 1 hit. And they do 2 damage.
Killing it.
You'll go, guys. Gideon, you're being pulled in by the...
Okay, the one that's pulling me in, I'm going to do a fireball in its face. 5.
Misses.
I'm going to do another fireball.
Misses.
Oh,
you
you
suck
win.
at this.
Help me! Help me!
I am going to activate my ring of cheetah.
Okay.
Woo! That's one action. So I've got 2 actions to swing at it. The one that Gideon's
Okay, so he
doing.
puts his... He rubs his ring and suddenly becomes like...
Alright.
Then he runs over and
Rubs
starts
his
swinging
ring.
at it with like incredible speed.
Come on, bitches.
Oh, bitches. Oh,
19 and
15.
15.
Both in.
Oh, yeah.
Kill it.
2d6 damage.
5,
7.
7 damage.
Cool.
My turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna slice, stab.
Slice, stab.
Oh, I wish that ring gave me like a
18,
bonus to agility. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
What?
Like for dodge rolls, it's like.
Both hit, yep.
Why did you become a speed of the puma?
Yeah. Speed of the puma.
7,
Speed
8
of puma.
damage.
And then slice, stab. 9 and then 19.
A 9 and 19, they will both hit.
Speed of the cheetah.
3 to 2. 5.
Speed of the cheetah. Speed of the puma. Speed of the big cat. It's gonna eat you.
Cool. So the shambling man pulls Gideon inside and begins to crush him. 2d6
No!
plus 3 damage.
How many
I'm
health
trying
you
to
got?
kill it before it pulls
Yeah.
Well, I've got 11 health, so if you get double 6, I'm dead.
No,
If he gets at least a 9, you're dead.
Yeah, it's plus 3.
Oh,
8.
8.
You're on 1.
That's 11. 8
Oh, that is 11.
Yeah, 9 and 11, yeah.
You're
dead.
exactly dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, dude.
Don't punch anything.
You a prick! Why did you
How
come
many-
here to
how
fuck
many-
me
How
over?
many healing surges?
You're perfectly on
You're
0.
fine, you've got
Sorry,
no
dude.
healing surges.
How many have you got? How many healers have you got?
I've got like 13. No,
Oh, no, you've been doing that.
I've got
It's
11.
fine.
11, you're fine.
That's as long as he doesn't take any more.
Unless you
You'll
get
get 20.
11
You
ones.
roll 20.
But note to you guys, Gideon is
Exactly.
suffocated inside the shambling horror.
So it's not, it's good if you got shitloads of things.
And the archers fire at it
So I've got,
and
if he doesn't
get
die,
3 hits.
if he doesn't die now, I've got 3 attacks against it.
8 damage to it, but it doesn't die.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at it 3 times. Because I got my ring of cheetah.
Yep, you go first now.
Swing it inside around.
A 1.
6, 7, 8, 9. So they're both 9s, and that's a 1.
So
The
they all
one.
miss.
Well, the
Oh,
one.
9 misses.
Okay,
Okay,
well-
blooded.
The
Fuck!
one not do something bad.
Wow.
Oh yeah, roll to
suck.
see if you drop your sword.
A d20.
Adding 20, it's
19, 85.
fine, nothing happens. Lyra,
Can I reach
You
in
drop it
and
when you catch it,
drag out Gideon?
you can try.
It's just like someone moving away with you, and I'm like, come here, come here.
It would be a strength check to punch through it, and
No,
then
just
a
hit
strength
it.
check to get
Just
out
hit
again.
it.
Just hit it, kill the fucker.
Okay, I'll kill the fucker.
So she swings at it, swing her sword around.
13 and
Bring
10.
it
She
back
gets 2
now.
hits.
That says on fire, right? It's 15 or is it 18?
18.
You don't want it to sound fire because it'll burn you.
24.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Set it on fire if you didn't get
6
an
and
injury.
2.
The 6 hits. Plus 9.
5.
Which sword was it?
My lightning.
So just plus 5.
Yeah,
Frightening.
it's 5. You don't get bonuses for it.
Cool. So Gideon is unconscious inside it, and it begins to crush him.
No, why can't you kill this thing?
You take another injury.
Trying.
Take
Take
another
a
injury.
injury.
So I've got 1 injury so far.
Yeah.
2.
2, because you've got your
One for being knocked out and one
Oh,
additional.
So what's this?
Oh,
What
yeah,
thing
yeah.
do you do then? If you,
Every time he takes an injury, he rolls on the damage table.
so like 1 dice and that's what you get.
No, the first one when you
The first one he gets
knock
his
out,
healing
he uses
surges.
all of
Each
his
additional
healing
one,
surges.
he just gets a
You
dice.
just get
So if he rolls
Oh.
a 1 on that, he
Can I
dies.
not split them?
No.
Oh shit.
Well, if we could, I would have done that. But
So the hunters fire at what's left of it.
come on, guys, kill this thing. We need to rescue our friend.
If they get a crit,
Yes, that's what we
it's
need.
dead no matter what.
Oh,
Yes!
They
Yeah,
fire
well,
at
I
it,
could die.
and it
Oh, it's
falls
really bad
into
though.
pieces.
So don't look at me like
Round.
it's my fault.
It's your fault! It's always your fault, Chris. You kill everybody.
Love it.
You're the harbinger of death, you
You're
bastard.
like that friend that when you come round to your house, you're always scared you're going to kill their pets.
Yes!
Shadow!
Shadow.
Everyone but Gideon gets 2
Yeah, you
experience.
think Shadow's in there, but he's not. He's outside.
You know I killed the two of them.
That's how you get nothing.
That's fucking cuntish, that is, right? Give me...
That's fucking
Alright, it's time to
cuntish.
die.
So,
Wait.
so
Wait.
the mound falls apart.
Right,
and
do
Gideon
not
is
punch
unconscious inside.
tables if you die.
I'm gonna go over if I die.
And should we actually end the episode here and let them know what happens next time?
No, because I want to capture the fucking
The
time
rage.
Right,
He
so
wants to
I've got
record the
11
rage
in
if he
1,
dies.
2, 3, 4,
This is not to roll, is it?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
You got
11.
20. You got 20.
Miraculous recovery doesn't count on the first one.
Hold on it.
So you take no injury from the first one.
Woo!
And
Watch me
second
get a
one?
1 now.
3.
Still pretty
Oh,
bad.
that's not good.
It's not good, but he's still alive. He's still alive.
So Gideon's body is crushed and mangled.
Oh.
His hit points are permanently reduced by D10.
Oh,
Jesus.
what?
So you now have 8 less hit points.
So you're on one.
And your fortitude is
You're on the same hit points as me.
reduced by 1.
What's
So you're
that?
on fortitude.
And he is
Oh, my
unconscious.
fortune, no, my fortune's 10.
Oh.
And he is unconscious.
Oh, that's fucking gay.
Sorry.
And you have 30 hit health.
30
30
health.
hit points permanently now.
Oh, fuck's
And I think
sake.
we're going to leave the episode there.
Yeah.
You're on the same hit points as me, so.
So, as once again Gideon storms off every time
Don't
anything
be
bad,
too far.
bad ever happens to him.
Because it's always me! What do you mean it's
I died!
Yeah,
For God's sake, man!
I fucked him up last game.
I died! I almost
You're
died!
next.
So, we will.
Nothing bad has ever happened to
I
Lyra
know.
Harvey.
I always admit it, Emily.
So I'm sorry for that slightly
dad's
rushed
an evil
D&D
bastard.
because we had to get going. But we will see you next time on D&D.
And you wonder why Gideon's turning slightly evil.
Do the goodbye, friends.
Bye, fuckers.
Bye, friends!
Bye.